There's like no myth where dragons are not a gigantic fucking pain in the ass. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, there really needs to be a story where like, nobody's where there's not an asshole dragon trying to kill everyone.
yeah.
It'd be nice.
The
Well,
game I
there is a story like that, but it sucks penises. It's how to train your dragons about as close as we
oh
can.
I thought you were gonna go the Puff the Magic Dragon angle.
Oh no, I'd forgotten about that. Fuck the magic.
I think that the moral of the story of Puff the Magic Dragon is in Skyrim and Dark Souls, you just need to get your dragons really high.
Yeah,
Just
that would
burn a giant pile of weed and fan it in their direction, and they'll just mellow the fuck out.
that's a good idea. It's a damn good idea. I don't know. We should get that one dragon who gets really paranoid. Fucking burns everything down.
So that's my guy, Godfrey of Vinheim, and I've turned undead, and now I'm in an undead asylum.
Bummer.
Yeah, you see, this is the future of Obamacare. You take the undead and you round them up into these government hospitals way up in the snowy north.
Yeah, these look like government hospitals.
Actually, I think this is more because it's based on basically like most medieval fantasy. It's like on a European culture, and it just goes to show how much better healthcare is in Europe. Because in the States, we probably just would let our
See,
undead live
this
under
reminds me
bridges.
of my old high school, except there's lighting. If only we'd have thought of torches, we could have seen where we were walking. That would have been pretty fucking cool.
And you would have seen all the sobbing, scabby undead with their tattered rags. And there's a demon wandering around in there,
That's fucked up.
presumably the principal of this particular high school.
They just let him walk around, or does he have a job?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's no staff in the asylum that I
Yeah.
ever see. This guy is looking into the women's restroom, so I just leave him to it.
Yeah. He's kinda... Goddamn, he really is too. Like, I mean, he's found something to do.
They should have
Good
put
for
an
him.
Easter egg where every couple of minutes he just touches himself.
Yeah.
And these little orange markings, those are graffiti. Now this guy is like the most happy, well-adjusted person in the whole asylum. He's just sitting there in the pool staring.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem upset at all, unlike sobbing guy. And I look over there just to see if he's looking at anything.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's a secret.
He's looking at something you can't fucking see. He's definitely.
He smuggled some acid in here.
Yeah. And I like your weapon there, your broken sword.
Yeah, yeah,
That's fucking, that can
yeah.
hurt a little. Your clothes look fucking pristine, but your sword sucks, dude.
Yeah. Well, it is an asylum. Now I see this and immediately I take a screenshot because I want to build it in Minecraft.
Oh, that's killer. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's such attention to detail with the architecture in this game. But yeah, it's supposed. I mean, I knew someone who was in an institution briefly, and we visited them, and they don't even let you have regular scissors, much less the broken hilt of a sword.
Yeah.
You could really get into trouble with that.
Fucking pussies nowadays.
Yeah.
Give mental patience really sharp, dangerous weapon. I say roll the dice. Oh, well, there's an actual sword. Can you not get it?
It's decorative, part of the bonfire. The bonfires are the closest thing this game has to towns in the traditional sense. Here, I'm checking out the statues. I stop and smell the roses a lot in this playthrough. You gotta just get used to that. Like,
No, that's cool. I do a lot of that too.
yeah, I mean, I just stop and stare at a texture and think, wow, this texture's really good.
Yeah.
People are gonna think that I played this game high, but I didn't. I just really, that's the way I do things. And I see right up there that there's a guy.
I just assume that if you're playing a game, you're high, and that's everybody. Like, because 90% of the time I'd be right. They're weed in video games. Hey, it's the principal. Jesus. All right. Well, don't waste any fucking time. Just go ahead and try to kill me. Asylum demon. So he really is just a demon who's in the asylum, and no one
Yeah.
really knows why.
Yeah, I never saw his case file. I don't know if he's staff or if he's a patient. He seems to have some issues, like
Maybe he's dealing with anger.
yeah.
Well, they should probably have but that weapon he's got, that took some fucking craftsmanship. Like he spent some time on that.
Yeah, he spent some time in shop.
Yeah.
You know, with a giant demonic lathe. Yeah.
That fucking thing was supporting a part of the west wing of the fucking building before he used it as a weapon. That's how you hit it. Get your shield, sucker.
Now this guy has a bow and arrow. If you think me somehow getting a hold of a sword hilt is bad, this guy's got a bow and arrow. And like I said, you know, you really don't want your mental patients to have a bow and arrow. It's just not a good idea.
Hell no. You can only hope that they freak out and you just can't figure out how to use it. And start wearing it like a hat or some shit. I don't know, man. I think we could do a little bit better with, like, insane asylums. Like, everybody's insanity is fucking different, man. Like, there are so many different ways to be insane, and we just put all these people in the same fucking building. It's not a good idea. Like, one guy just steals a lot. Another guy thinks he's on fire all the time, and another guy likes to smear his fecal matter all over the place. You got all three of these fucking guys in the same place. One guy's like bumping into the fecal matter guy because he thinks he's on fire. Now he's covered in shit. He's running into the other guy and he's stealing his wallet. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
They just need to be more specific when it comes to who they're housing. Like all the kleptomaniac people can go in this wing of the building, right? Everybody thinks they're on fire. You can go over here. So there's a lot of screaming there, but at least it's organized.
So I shanked that guy.
And so, like, how come you're the only guy that seems like well put together and everybody else looks like shit? Everybody else is like a demon or something.
Okay, well what happens is when you get the dark sign on you, you are technically already an undead, even if you're still alive, right? Then you die somehow, right?
Right.
Just like everyone else, but then you're still alive, like a zombie. But then you don't lose your sanity right away. It's not like you get bitten on the arm in a zombie movie and you immediately lose your mind. It's a gradual process called hollowing. So those guys are more hollow than me.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But I'm doomed to go hollow as well, as is every undead.
Okay. Now you haven't actually died yet or anything, right?
Yet. Emphasis on yet.
Oh, okay.
And we are going to do a kill count for this this series, so everybody enjoy that.
Killer.
And here I'm rolling around because I found out how to roll. So that's a scene right out of an actual asylum. It's like, yeah, and there's Godfrey. He discovered rolling the other day, and that's his favorite thing to do. It's just some asshole like completely lost in his own world, just doing somersaults and shit. And they're like, yeah, he's really we let him out of his. He's pretty harmless.
Yeah. Just don't get in his way when he's fucking rolling.
Yeah, a lot better than Greg with his goddamn bow and arrow, just shooting down the corridors.
Shit. Pisses that goddamn asylum demon off when he's rolling between his fucking legs and he can't catch him. Holy fuck. Hello.
Yeah, and then there's Mark with his giant steel marble that he just rolls down the fucking stairs. There's this... You see, before we got started, we were talking about how we don't tell jokes, but I have one. And then I throw the guy's body off the edge. I don't remember the whole joke, but I'll just go straight
this is gonna be great.
Basically this... Oh yeah, okay, so there's this doctor in an asylum, and he goes in, looks at one patient, and the guy is making this motion with his arms, and he says, "What are you doing there, Mr. Green?" He says, "I'm playing a violin." And of course he doesn't actually holding a violin, he's just making the motions. this guy, he just got pwned by that demon on the roof, and he's dying. I always listen to the NPCs. I'll quickly. People have already seen this guy talk, so I'll just keep the joke. So then he goes into the next cell and he says, "What are you doing over there, Mr. Black?" As this guy is moving his fingers rapidly. He's like, "Well, I'm playing a piano." He's like, "Oh, okay," and he makes his little notes. And then he goes into the third cell, and the third guy has taken a can of macadamias from like the pantry somehow, and he has his penis in it. He's thrusting into it vigorously, right? He says, "Well, Mr. Schwartz, what are you doing there?" He says, "What? Do you really think that that's productive activity? I mean, you do want to be rehabilitated and get out of here, right? I mean, do you really feel that this is a responsible behavior?" And he says, "Doc, I'm never getting out of here. I'm fucking nuts."
Nice. An undead favorite. See, that needs the big rim shot. we need to get a rim shot sound effect for just a moment like that.
Yeah, I was telling we were talking before recording. Sarah Hahn and I warm up like Jay Leno warms up a crowd before his unfunny show. You know.
Or I go outside and I throw shit at kids on bikes.
Yeah. Yeah, because Sarah Hahn and I both wake up about in the middle of the day hungover to start doing his recordings. So, you know, we don't want to start off really groggy and shit. So anyway, we were talking, and I said, you know, I don't really tell jokes normally. Someone asked me to tell a joke not too long ago. I was completely stumped. I said, well, I don't tell jokes. I say funny shit. That's completely different.
Right.
You know, it's I mean, observational comedy is king. I can't imagine just telling a joke. You know, it's like last time I told a joke, someone's like, okay, we'll tell a joke. I said, okay, well, fine. Knock, knock. And they said, who's there? I said, your mom. And they said, your mom who? And I said, well, that's it. The joke, it's done. That there's no additional punchline. He said, well, how is it a joke? I said, well, it's just funny because your mom's such a fucking whore.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Okay, so you didn't get anything from the asshole in the hallway?
Oh no, I did. Actually, he helped me out. He gave me the Estus flask, that orange flask you can see in the item, and that. Without that, the game would be a completely different experience. That's your main healing item.
Oh, okay. I mean, how does that work? I mean,
you just drink it.
I mean, do you have like an inventory? Like you have 5 of those?
You have 5 to start with. You can get more. And they refresh every time you rest at a bonfire. Look at those mountains and the architecture. It's just so well thought out.
Yeah, that's fucking killer.
If anyone's ever done map design for a game, it's such a time sink. And someone just spent a lot of time and tender loving care on every aspect of this game world and this map. So here's me just learning all the controls.
Uh-oh. Someone gave this asshole some armor.
Yeah, I mean, look, one of the guards is corrupt. There's no way he smuggled that shield up his ass. Maybe the sword.
No way.
Yeah. I need to... If I'm going to stay in this asylum any longer, I'm going to need to, like, wear books under my clothes like Omar.
Oh, definitely. Just duct tape a bunch of phone books to yourself.
Yeah. And those are the gestures. Yeah. They're useless and they lock up your character.
Okay. I'll be sure to do a lot of that.
Yeah.
And literally useless.
And here's this guy again. So I'm like, hey.
Just pee on him. Just stand right there and piss on his head. Oh wait, no, he can jump. Never mind, bad idea.
And there's death number 1.
Holy fuck! Hello. God damn, that thing is a nuisance. Yeah, my idea about urinating. You might as well have just urinated on him a little.
Well, this is Dark Souls, not Leisure Suit Larry. Did you ever play the Leisure Suit Larry where you could piss on people?
No.
It had dynamic pissing. You could use the analog stick and aim it right at somebody's face.
Oh, that's excellent.
Oh yeah.
Well, shit.
Now I'm
How
trying
far
to.
back did they send you?
They're not too far back. So I'm trying to parry this guy, and I repeatedly mess it up, and so I finally just shank him.
Okay. Your blocking seems to be going a bit better.
There. So that's a parry and a riposte. So if you knock their weapon aside, it leaves them vulnerable for an Assassin's Creed style animation.
Oh yeah, I love that shit.
Oh yeah. You know, I had a playlist of just all the death animations from all the Assassin's Creed, and I would just watch that again and again. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah. I still only ever played Brotherhood, but I really enjoyed that.
You know what? Brotherhood, I think, is my all-time favorite. The Rome was such a great city.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
One of the problems with Assassin's Creed 3 is it was in like colonial America, and there just weren't any good buildings to climb. You know, it was like they were colonial structures. You know, just really short, squat things that were easy to build.
It looked fun though, like the premise. It kind of looked like a fun.
The addition of like running through wilderness was good, but they should have like mixed it up with memories from Ezio or Altair or someone else, like, you know, so that you still have some of what, you know, you're used to. Because just running around the forest fighting bears is fun for a little bit, I guess. But then what?
I said it right.
Yeah. So I fall down and stab this guy in the face. He doesn't like that. So this is the kind of game it is. It'll say, here's a knife, go fight this thing. But I also have magic now because I found a staff. They call them catalysts.
That motherfucker looks like a mutated version of that asshole in Star Wars. The flying and to try to sell lanterns and stuff or whatever. Episode 1.
Oh, I thought the. Oh yeah. The guy we talked about in Sven. Oh
yeah, somebody just giving him like some really bad shit. Like a mad scientist was like, "Do you want to try this out?" Or, it'll probably just make you drowsy, but it could turn him into a disgusting, gigantic fucking monster, insane with rage.
So then I run in there like a boss and just finish it off, stabbing it right in the dick.
Oh, damn, dude. That was a lot easier than I would have thought. This guy's been a fucking menace around this goddamn asylum for like years, and you just stab him a few times.
Yeah. Andy Dufresne could have learned from me.
He probably wouldn't have got fucked so much.
Yeah. My guy just pushes open these giant rusted green doors. His black cherry intact emerges triumphant.
How does Morgan Freeman make even rape sound not so bad? Yeah, I wish I could say Andy got out of there.
But he was repeatedly sodomized.
Right.
Blood trickling down his inner thigh, screaming in agony.
And you're like, well, you know, that's what happens. No biggie. He'll be alright. Okay. Poor Andy.
It's like, yeah, he's talking about prison rape, but all I can think of are lovely little penguins, adorable, huddled together. Now over here, you're gonna hear the best pickup line in the history of the world.
Give me warm. Give me soft. Give me soft.
There, see? Best pickup line ever. Just walk up to a girl you like at school, in a club. Just say, give me warm. Give me soft. And if that doesn't work, I don't know what will.
Yeah, that'll definitely fucking work.
It gets right to the point, doesn't it? I mean, it's...
Hey, well, they just want somebody to be honest with them.
Yeah.
Just good, just be blatantly honest.
Yeah.
It always works. Be yourself, too. Don't forget that, kids. Be yourself. Always be honest. And you'll definitely get laid. At least try it once.
You have to squawk, though, otherwise it doesn't come across as cute at all.
Legends, it is stated,